Hi everyone, nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're all right, everybody. So today I've been down the pound shop. So I've got a bag of bits and pieces, bag of goodies. And from that, I'm going to also do a DIY project with just 2 items. Actually, no, 3 from the pound shop. So I thought we'll split this video in 2. So the first part's going to be the pound shop. And the second part is going to be a DIY project. So if you're new here or you've been here before and you're not interested in the DIY bit, you just want to see the pound shop bit, that's fine. No problems at all. Watch that bit and then go and have a cup of tea or go watch a telly, your favourite programme. So let's get into it. So pound shop first. So I've got a little bag down here. So these I've not seen in my local one. And I actually quite like the colour of them. They're new to my pound shop, they're quite new. These are a new frame, 4x6 frame or 10 by 15 centimetres. Now they are like a glass mirrored effect frame. Now I quite like that, and I quite like the fact that it's for a nice DIY project. Yes, obviously use it as a photo frame. I won't, as I say, I will be thinking about doing some sort of project with that. So I quite like that, and it's kind of, if we get it out of the packet, it looks like a bluey, yeah it is, so really nice. Actually the colour looks better without the cover on it, to be honest with you. It's actually a really nice, I don't know if you can tell from the light, but it's like a bluey grey kind of colour. I really like that colour, and that actually will go well in my bedroom as a little DIY project. And actually, to be fair, I would put a photo in that on the side of my room, maybe the grandkids on the side, because that actually goes really nice. So thinking about it, I probably will do that with that. I really like that. So that's a good little buy. I'll put it over there in case I drop it on the floor. A couple of other photo frames I've got. Haven't seen these in there before either. So these are like the deep shadow boxes. They was £1 each. I wasn't 2 in a packet. But I quite like the fact that, again, going back to my little DIY projects, and I do a lot of grey things. This is like that grey wood effect, if you can see, and that is perfect. You won't need to spray that. You can just leave as is and do something with it. I possibly would do maybe glue them together, make a little frame with them, which is similar to what I'm going to do in a minute. You know, you can build it up. You can do the wall art piece, which I've done in the other bit in the dining room there, just by gluing them together and making a certain design and adding the bigger frames to go with it. And these are quite heavy, not really heavy, but heavier than the flimsy ones, and these will be a much better project to do if you're going to do the wall art piece. So if you are new here and you haven't seen my dining room makeover, go ahead and check it out, because the wall art piece actually is really nice. It's really good. It is flimsy, but it does look nice. It does look nice, but these will look, I think, really nice as well. So that's another little idea as well, getting a few of these and stacking them together and making an art piece. So they're good. So I'm rummaging around in my bag, obviously. What else did I get? So, you know my notepad I've got, which I've not got it in here with me at the moment. She says, I did have it. The notepad I bought the other day, and I bought the whiteboard to go with it. Well, I now went it back in. Funny enough, this is not my local pound shop. This is another one I went to actually, which is still not far from me. And they had the matching folders. Now they didn't have them in my local one, so I picked one of those up, obviously for £1. Little eyelashes on there, but I didn't buy it for the eyelashes. I bought it because the pattern matches my other workbook and my whiteboard pad. So I picked up one of those. Trays. I've never, in my local one, I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen any just plain trays, dinner trays. And obviously I've got a grey kitchen, so these were perfect. So I picked up a couple of trays. In actual fact, on the back it says coffee tray, but you know, we would eat our dinner on those easily. And what I would put on here actually to stop it slipping about is, you know, those grip mats. I'd put one of them on there actually, stop your plate slipping around all over the place. But I picked up a couple of those for £1. Not bad. Grey, gets broken, chuck it. Happy days. Now this is an interesting thing, and I actually saw this. I was watching a DIY project and I never really knew that they existed. but it's a spray paint gun. No, it's not a gun, it's an applicator. It's a spray, aerosol paint spray applicator. Now I've still got the thing on it, obviously, so I haven't tried it yet, but handy dandy spray here, which is what I've got from the pound shop, and we'll talk about this in a moment. But apparently what you do, you obviously take that off of there, and I suppose you click it on the top, and let's turn the extra in the stove. Put it on the top and spray like this, I suppose, which is a lot easier maybe to keep holding your finger down, I think, because especially me, my hands, as I've got older, my hands don't grip very well, and I get a lot of tingling sensations in my hands. So when I keep doing spraying, it actually gives, you know, makes your fingers ache. So this might be quite a good idea actually. So I'm going to try that. Whether it's going to be any good or not, don't forget it's only £1, so, but it's worth a try. So I'm going to give that a go later on. And back to the spray paints. Now I do a lot of spraying with my projects, and I'm actually finding that these spray paints from the pound shop are really good. And I know I've touched on this subject before, but they are genuinely good spray paints. Now at the moment I'm using silvers. I use the white as well when I have actually used the black as well. But with the silver, they have two different types of silver. One is for silver wheels, and the other one is just the body spray of the paint, not yourself. So please don't spray yourself. So this one's matte silver, and that's in your for the car itself. I'm presuming it's a touch-up spray. And I'll show you what I've done with these in a second. But I always go in there, and if they've got them there, I always get a couple of them, just so that I've got a stash of the sprays. I'm going to pick the bag up. We're going on to a couple of little bits here and there, look like frazzles. Anyone remember frazzles? I remember these when I was a kid. My Sean always has packet crisps and a sandwich at lunchtime. So I thought, oh my God, I've got frazzles. I've never noticed them before. So I thought, get some of them for Sean. Some frazzles. And then because I've got him a treat, I've got myself some matchmakers. I love mint matchmakers. They are the best. My hair colour. I always get my hair colours in there, especially at the moment because I can't go to my friend. Oh, I thought the music had stopped. So I was just going to put it back on again, but it's fine. So I always use the Schwarzkopf one in there, Schwarzkopf rather. And this one for my colouring is just a natural brown. And these are £2. I have used the ones in there what are £1, but I actually prefer this one. And as you can see, it's come out absolutely fine. It does the trick, you know, even if you did this twice a month, £2 or £4, depending on which one you buy. So I always go on those. Always pick up a deodorant for Sean. He always has the short. They're £1.50 because they're obviously bigger, and then obviously the smaller ones are £1. The chocolate biscuits. I always buy them in the pound shop because they're only £1. And in the Tesco garage just up the road from me, they're nearly £2 for the same packet. So I always pick up some of them. What else have I got in it? Oh, Lynx. Do you remember Lynx? Years ago, Lynx used to be really expensive. I'm pretty sure that Lynx used to be about £3 for a bottle of aftershave body wash. And now they're down to £1, which I think is really good. I mean, you know, when it comes to Christmas and you want to do a little gift box for the boys, or your husband or your granddad, or, you know, a male member of the family, and put this together with a deodorant, you've made yourself a nice little packet there. Really nice little gifts they are. So worth bearing that in mind. What else have I got rummaging around? Some LED lights. You know when I did the little box upstairs, I put some LED lights. Well, that's all they are. They're just these. But these ones, oh, well, there's only 10 lights in this one actually. But what I did with these, this doubles up for me as an extra piece of decorations. So it's all entwined with the little beads. But I actually didn't need the beads. So I took those off and I've put them on my craft stash. So I've got, you know, something I can make out of the beads as well. So I've got 2 things for the price of 1. And I picked up a couple of boxes of those, so they're always handy. What else have we got in here? So I'm in the middle of doing my pillows cushions for the settee in the front room, and I'm having a nightmare to try and just get a type of cushion cover that I want. So I've come up with an idea, and when I get to that room in a couple of weeks, I'll show you what I've done. But in the meantime, I've actually got some material to recover them, and I've literally bought some Velcros out of the pound shop to go on there, on the cushion covers when I finally put them together, because I can't sew to save my life. But the funny thing is, I've got to actually sew these on there to get them to stick. So there you go. Anyway, so I've got a couple of them as well. And then that's it, 2 more things. Picked up some of these little push lights, and they're to go in my candle holders, like I did in the dining room, just to give them a bit of light. See, 2 in a packet. And last but not least, I thought this was really cute, a little electric toothbrush for my granddaughter. So I've obviously always got a toothbrush around here for her, and her toothpaste. And every time, because she's got an electric one at home, every time she comes around here, she goes, "Nanny, where's the button? Where's the button?" So I thought, okay, I see this in there. I don't know the name of it, Firefly, whatever. But I bought it because it's pink and she'll like it. So it comes with the battery. So I'm going to give that as a little gift for her when she comes around. Because when she comes in, she always says, "Oh, Nanny, have you got me something? Have you got me something?" So I'll keep that for her, and that'll be a little gift. So guys, oh no, one more thing. I always buy them in there to put on the bottom of anything what's sitting on the sides that don't scratch my surfaces. These come very handy. You've got a whole pack of 103 pieces. No, it can't be 103 pieces. Oh, it says 103 pieces. Really? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Anti-skid and scratch pads. I've always got a packet of those. I never even realised it said 103 on there. So I've always got a packet of them. So guys, oh, she says, now going on to the DIY project now. So if anyone's watching now and you know you've had enough of me going on, by all means, please, go and make yourself a cup of tea and come back later, or or done for the night, or go and watch the television or EastEnders or something, because we're now going to get into the DIY bit. So from the pound shop, I've showed you these before. I always buy these mirrors in there. They're from the bathroom section. Now, I'm going to show you a little thing I've made in the past. And what I'm going to do this time, I'm not going to video the whole thing of me doing it, but I'm going to start off and show you the first bit. Then I'm going to stop the video, do a bit more, and go on like that. So we're not wasting 10 minutes of me going through every little section. Is that all right? So first thing I did was removed all the bits. So on the back of these, you're going to have 4 little tiny screws. Remove the screws. Remove the mirror. I use these for another project, and remove the backing. I always keep the backing. It's very handy cardboard if you're a crafter. I just keep these in case I need them for anything, for a base or something. So just put that down there. The mirrors I always keep. So I've already, obviously, as I said, I've already unscrewed all that. And now I've got my 2 frames. Now the idea what I'm going to do is kind of marry them together, and then I'm going to decorate them with flowers. So what I've done is spray painted them with the pound shop spray paint. And these are 2 I've done earlier. Ta-da! So as you can see, they've actually come out perfectly all right. So all you do, obviously, is spray every single side, inside and out. And then these 2 I'm going to glue together, so they're going to look like that. And I'm going to show you what the result is at the end, all right? So I've got all my bits and pieces. I've got a little box of my flowers. I've got some floral foam, because I'm going to be using that. I've got my knife, my little sanding knife. This also come at the pound shop. So be very, very careful, because although it is flimsy, it is very, very sharp. But you get, I think there's 3 in a pack for your little knives. So I've got that ready to cut that. I've got my glue gun, which actually takes thick glue sticks. So I've got all my glue sticks ready. I've got my little gems sitting there, my crystals, the packet what we get at the pound shop as well, which are those. I've got them on standby. And I think, as I say, I've got my flowers ready and I think I'm ready to go. So grab yourself a cup of tea and then I'll carry on and then I'll see you in a bit, all right? And see what you think. I hope you're going to like it. So see you in a second. Okay, are we ready, guys? Had your drink? Great, let's crack on. So we started off with 2 frames. The mirrored frames with the backing on it. Take the top 4 little screws out. You end up with your empty frames. From that point, the spray paint from the pound shop, sprayed them inside and out. And when I did that, I then glued them after we spray painted and let them dry. I've glued them together like this. Okay, so I've glued the bottom like that and glued the top. So it becomes kind of, if I move the camera down a little bit, you can see. So it becomes like this. Okay, so that's the basis of my frame. I've blinged wrapped it all the way round. I've put some flowers in it, and this is what I've got as a result. Now, how pretty is that? It's just wide enough to go on sit on a windowsill. Very, very pretty. If I turn it up on the side here, we can see, glued it with a glue gun here, bling wrapped all the way round. And I think this bling wrap is off of Amazon. Please don't ask me to put the link in the description because I haven't got a clue how to do it, but it's on Amazon. You get a roll, I think it's a yard for something like £5. It's not very expensive. Covered that obviously in the bling wrap all the way around the frame, and all the flowers are my regular flowers I use, and I normally get them from the chair company. And the little hydrangea bits are from, they're either BM or the range, or one of them, but I have loads of bits and pieces, so I keep a box with loads of my little floral pieces in. And that's the result. A few little pearl bits in there just for a little bit of detail. And how pretty is that to sit on your windowsill? I think that's really nice. So let me know what you think. Do you like it? Is it a bit over the top for you guys? Is it too blingy? There you go. Now, just before I go, just changing the subject, you know, I'm random. Does anybody, if there's anyone out there who uses a Cricut machine, and as you know, I've just bought one and I'm just getting started with it, I'm a bit stuck as to how to cut these out on the Cricut machine. Now, these are, I've been practicing. So I bought these mirror sheets off of Amazon again. They're like, it's very sticky there, obviously, and they do look like a mirror. So if I peel the film off of the top here, she says, just trying to do it. As you can see, look, they are absolutely like a plastic mirror. That's all they are. But I can't find a template or an instruction on what setting I have to put it on, or what blade to use, or anything like that, or I can't even find a YouTube video how to cut these to make into a pattern like this, to cut words out. I was trying to do Chanel, like the Chanel logo. It's cut at the top bit, but I can't get it through the actual card. It's just not piercing through the card, so I'm a bit stuck as to what to do. So if there's anyone who knows how to do that, please let me know. Leave me a comment and see if I can do this, because I'd really like to do something like that, and to do something like these little decals. Really handy. These look really nice. So if you can, let me know. Let me know below, or wherever you have to let people know. Anyway, on that note, guys, all right, I'm going to see you soon. Thanks for tuning in and watching this little DIY and half Poundland haul, pound shop, whatever you want to call it. And I'll see you all next week. All right, well, no, not next week. It'll be this week's, kind of to the end of the week. Anyway, I'll see you when I see you. See you soon. Bye.